Welcome back to the Smugsy Show. I'm Smugsy, your host. Almost every Wednesday we meet here to talk about important things and important people. This week, we want to be the first to congratulate President Biden, Speaker McCarthy, and Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries on the deal. The debt ceiling deal that pushed out raising the debt ceiling again until after the election. Great job. And also, great is how pissed off Donald Trump is right now, okay? He is seething. You know, Donald Trump, author of The Art of the Deal, well, he doesn't like this art. This deal cut by Joe Twinkletoes Biden, okay? Joe Biden has been around the block. He sees the writing on the wall. The election around the corner, his numbers in the pits, well, it's the economy, stupid, and interest rates have been rising, inflation's down. The American people want a deal, and Joe delivered. He gave the back rub to Kevin McCarthy. Hakeem Jeffries and Kevin McCarthy, the bromance. Okay, now it's a threesome. And that's what's exciting, and that's what's propelling all the action in Washington, okay? It's basically like an orgy, okay? It's circle jerk with Republicans and Democrats holding hands, coming together and putting together this great deal. And I'm all for it, not only because it really spells defeat for Donald Trump. I mean, it really does. It's the shot across the bow. Joe Biden can get things done with Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy can get things done with Hakeem Jeffries. And the deal's exactly what the American public needs. I'm just going to go through some of the highlights. Okay, for the people who haven't been paying attention, we pay attention. The deal that the president worked out with the speaker. First of all, okay, it's going to basically reduce the deficit by about $1.5 trillion over a decade. And when you think about it, when the total U.S. deficit is like $82 trillion, I think that's right, then we have to, we got to cut some spending. $82 billion is the deficit. $82 billion. So, of course, we got to cut the deficit. So that's the overall theme of the deal, is that it cuts the deficit. It takes 10 years, but it cuts it. But it also cuts spending, puts caps on spending. Non-military spending, capped, okay? Basically flat for 2024. Military spending, on the other hand, up. And that's good, okay? China, North Korea, Russia. We need a good military. So I'm glad the deal increases military spending. The IRS has taken a beating, and frankly, I'm not that disappointed that $21 billion is taken away from the IRS to go out and collect taxes. It is going to result in the IRS not being able to collect as many delinquent taxes as they could, but at the same time, I don't really want an IRS agent breathing down my neck, so screw them. Big clawback, okay, of COVID funding, and let's face it, the flood of government money during the pandemic was ridiculous. Ridiculous. We're drowning in money. Fraudsters drowning in our money. So the deal claws back about $27 billion in unspent money. Go, team, go. Okay, the president, the speaker, the minority leader did a good job. They also agreed to have work requirements for SNAP benefits and other assistance. Able-bodied people can't just collect benefits. I mean, that's the dumbest word, isn't it? Able-bodied. I guess it's the opposite of disabled. So you're either disabled or you're able-bodied. If you're able-bodied, you have to go out and look for work while you're collecting benefits. Most Americans can get behind that because inflation has put the price of groceries out of range for a lot of middle-class families. Interest rates have made car loans, house loans, skyrocketing. So people are wanting the government to pay a little bit closer attention to its pocketbook the way we regular Americans have to do. That's why this deal is a good deal. That's why we support it. And we especially support it because it's a big fuck you to Donald Trump, and we like that because that's just who we are here on the Smugsy Show. Not that we hate Donald Trump. We don't. we think he's a showman, but that he's a terrible president, and ultimately he's going to be in jail. And let's face it, he's going to do a book from jail. It's not all bad for him. So we're just saying that here on the show, he's not our presidential candidate. Out of the Republicans right now, he's not a candidate, but Mitt Romney is my favorite. I can't even believe that Chris Christie is putting himself back in the ring after that humiliating photo of him and his wife sitting on the island enjoying the beach during the transportation scandal when he told his underlings to clog the highway so the poor kids were stuck on the bus. I mean, what? Really? Chris Christie? DeSantis, okay, disaster. I liked him. I'm not sure I like him as much. We'll see. Nikki Haley, she's contender for my vote. You can see we got the Harley Davidson gang in the studio soon. They're arriving, and it's going to be an exciting evening here, but please excuse the noise. There's a lot going on. So back to the Republican candidates. As long as it's not Donald Trump, it's going to be a fun race for Joe Biden. Today's deal seals it. And the bromance that's now the threesome in Washington is exciting. It's the kind of show the American people want. It's a love story, and I think it's going to have a happy ending. So fingers crossed, and congratulations to, I don't know, three musketeers down in Washington and Joe Biden getting it done. Yeah, forget about what he says and what he doesn't say. He has a gaffe. The guy, look, if he can put a deal together, increase our military spending, most importantly, have Kevin McCarthy able to corral a group of thinking Republicans to join with a group of thinking Democrats, which is what this debt ceiling deal is, Democrats and Republicans, with the White House, that's good. That's middle America. That's progress. That's democracy. And that's why we're for it. So stay tuned for more exciting, insightful commentary here on the Smugsy Show. And until next time, this is Smugsy Girl signing off. Take care.